Now the glutinous rice here, I wash it and just soak it. Now, we don't need to soak it for too long. Half an hour to 1 hour will be sufficient. Alright. So while soaking this, I prepare the other ingredient. Now we shall first cut the Chinese sausage. Okay. Now cut it into half first, and then lengthwise into half also, and then quarter it. Now you may steam it first so that it's softer and easier to manage. Now then, after cutting into 4 strips, cut it into small cube. Okay, in this manner. Alright. Now next we look at the dry shrimp. Now I will soak it for about half an hour together with the mushroom. Now they are softened already. Just use a scissors to cut them into smaller pieces, because some of them are a bit big. You don't have to chop it. Now after cutting them, just rinse off the water. Now retain this water for the glutinous rice at the end. Okay. Now next we manage the mushroom. I'm using small mushroom so that the stalk is soft enough to be used also. Okay, also retain the water. Now if you are using small mushroom, this stalk can be used. So use a scissors. You can cut it into 4, then cut it into small bit. Alright, over here you can do it this way. You can also use a knife to cut. Okay, then turn it around and cut it into small bit. Okay, very similar to the size of the Chinese sausage that you cut earlier. Now, so here we have our braised peanut. Now the gravy here is a bit thick. Alright, so we will put it inside the mushroom water. Okay, just wash it. Now take a pot here, strain off the item. Now this water here, we are going to boil it. Okay, it's going to be added to the glutinous rice at the end. Now after boiling the mushroom water, put it into our sauce mix. Mix it well. We are going to use it at the end to flavor the glutinous rice. Now we are going to fry the sausage. Just put in 1 tablespoon of oil to help conduct the heat. Okay, just wet the wok. Now put in your Chinese sausage. Now once the oil come to heat up, you reduce the fire and fry until you can smell the fragrance. Now so you see that they start to heat up, reduce the heat. Okay, do a slow fry. Now once you see that they start the browning off the fire, remove it. Now remove the oil together, so that later on during the mixing we don't need to add oil to the rice. Now use the same wok now. Turn back the heat. Now put in your dry shrimp. Fry until they are dry up first. Okay, once they have already dry up, now add in 2 tablespoons of oil. Okay, turn down the heat. Fry until you can see foam coming out and also smell the fragrance from the dry shrimp. Now when you can see that they are starting to jump and also the foam coming out of the fire, remove it, put together with the Chinese sausage. Now we shall put in our mushroom bit. Okay, we don't need to add any oil now. Just let it fry it dry and let it have the fragrance first. Now once you can smell it, add in some water. Put in about 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce to give some taste. Put in the peanut also. Now earlier we only soaked the mushroom, so it's not cooked. So now is the time to cook it. Now we will cook until this water is almost dry up. Okay, there's no more water here, so off the fire. We will scoop them into the bowl. Now arrange the items so that they are in parallel row. Alright, because we are steaming the rice in 2 sections, so later on half will go to the first pot, second one go to the second pot. A strainer like that. Put in a cheesecloth suitable for steaming rice. Now put in half the amount of rice in. Okay, spread them out. You can cover it and we bring it to steam. Now once the water comes to boil, we'll put the rice in. Now set the time to 10 minutes. Cover it. Now after the 10 minutes, we will come back and then do a flipping of the rice and then steam another 10 minutes. Now after 10 minutes, reduce the fire. Okay, take it out first. Now put a deep plate here. Okay, make sure you have a thickness. Bring your steamed rice here. Open this. It is very hot, that's why we take it out here too, for easier management. Now use your chopstick to loosen it first. Now then add some boiling water over it. That's why you need the plate below to contain this water. Okay, this will loosen up the rice. So you see, it's easier to spread them out. Okay, try to turn the bottom one up. Now once you have done that, put back as before. Now you see so much water is there. Now put back your rice in, cover it. Now look out for the steam. Once the steam starts emitting, then we count another 10 minutes. Now the second 10 minutes is up already, right? So you bring it over to another pot here and just flip over. Now you see that the cheesecloth will not stick to with the rice. Alright, so it's easier to handle. Now loosen it. Then here add in our sauce mix. you can see that the sauce mix is mixed with water. So the rice will not stick together that much. And later on, as it cool down, they will also not dry up. Now put in your pepper. And mix them. Now once you see that they are well mixed already, take a bit to taste. So the taste is good enough. Now remember, our fried ingredient is for 2 separate batch. So put in half on it. Now we arrange them in this manner, so just put half of this, and half of this. And some of the oil in. Now the other half will be for the second batch. Now, so once you have mixed them, well, it's done already. Now, once it cool down, they tend to harden. So if it harden, then steam it again. If you are using microwave, sprinkle some water onto it first. Otherwise, they will dry up during the heating up.